and businesses? Well, that's the question at the heart of the debate surrounding Proposal 5, the two-third tax vote.
In the second part of our special ballot issue election series, Evan Pincinel led a debate with both sides to help you learn more about Prop 5.
We are joined now with Charles Owens from the National Federation of Independent Business and David Waymeyer representing Defending Michigan Democracy. Gentlemen, thank you both for being here. Talking the two-thirds amendment, Prop 5. We'll start with you, Charlie. Why are people saying that this is an important proposition?
Well, I think the current governor and the legislature has shown a great deal of responsibility and restraint with the budget. Our concern is elections come and go, legislatures change, a new administration comes in, and pretty soon the temptation to raise taxes rears its head when we have another situation with a tough budget. We think that raising the taxes on hardworking citizens and taxpayers should be a last resort, not a first resort. A two-thirds supermajority makes it more difficult to go to that easy raising taxes option. And if they can make a good case to the people, they can raise taxes. But it just raises the bar, and we think that's important for hardworking citizens.
But Dave, you've got a little bit of a different viewpoint.
Yeah, this is probably the most extreme ballot proposal that has ever been proposed in Michigan. It will allow a small minority of lawmakers to determine our public policy in important areas. If you had all 110 members of the State House vote yes on a particular proposal, and 25 members of the Senate, 13 members of the Senate could vote no and stop progress. And that would have stopped, for instance, Governor Snyder's recent move to raise some taxes and lower some taxes to provide an overall better tax climate. This is an extreme proposal that's backed by one man, Manny Maroon, a multi-billionaire owner of a monopolist bridge situation, and it's really unfortunate that we're going to tie our future legislature's hands, make it impossible to come up with balanced solutions to our future fiscal problems.
Now, we've heard that a lot. We've heard the special interests argument. Do you buy that one man is pushing this?
Well, look, the clients that Dave represents, who are probably a who's who of lobbyists and special interests in Lansing, they didn't have any problem spending their money and buying petition signatures for proposals 1, 2, and 4, but apparently if a private citizen does the same thing, they're all upset about that. This is not an extreme proposal. There are supermajority requirements in our Constitution right now. It takes a supermajority to override a gubernatorial veto, and interestingly, it takes a supermajority to override a civil service recommendation for a pay hike for government employees. So it's okay if they want to raise government employee pay. You have to have a supermajority to disagree or reduce that. But it's not okay if we say that we want the same thing to keep the government from taking more money from taxpayers. So that's just not a relevant argument.
Your response on this?
It's really interesting that we would call the Michigan Association of Realtors, the Michigan Chamber of Commerce, the Michigan Association of Retailers, all sorts of the Michigan Catholic Conference, so we would call them special interests. Indeed, this is the broadest coalition of people ever put together to oppose a ballot proposal, including Governor Snyder and the Democrat who ran against them, Mayor Virgil Bonero. The Lansing Chamber of Commerce is opposed to this proposal. This is not special interests that are opposed to it. This is all of Michigan coming together. And the reality is that we need balanced solutions to our problems going forward. This creates a situation where only the most extreme of solutions would be allowed to move forward, those that are only opposed by a very small group of people. And that could be a situation that could create more balance in our taxes, could allow us to close loopholes that special interests have while providing lower taxes for everybody else. That would be illegal under this proposal. Not illegal, let's say, but it would be impossible to do. We don't pass things by two-thirds majority in this state.
And lastly, Charlie, when it comes down to it, this is a proposal that in the long run is meant to benefit the people of Michigan. When you hear the debate saying it's going to benefit the special interests, how do you react to that?
Well, the special interests are all opposed to it. And with all due respect to Dave, I noticed he didn't list all the labor unions and all the social aid. I didn't interrupt you, Dave. I expect the same courtesy.
It's a very broad coalition. It includes labor. I'll be happy to say labor, social service, business, all sorts of groups all across the state.
Well, don't go Joe Biden on me, Dave. Basically, if you go to his website and look at the list, it is a who's who of special interests in this town. He left out the labor unions. He left out the tax and spend crowd, who will never have enough taxpayer money to spend. So the only special interest that benefits from passage of Proposal 5 are hardworking families and taxpayers.
And very quickly?
I would just say that, again, if you want to have a solution that requires balanced approaches to make sure that we can still afford low-cost tuition for our students? Do we have police on the streets? Then this is the proposal you want to vote no on. Vote no on Prop 5.
Well, gentlemen, thank you both for your time talking about Prop 5. For more on this issue and all the other issues on the ballot, head to our website, WLNS.com, and click on the Vote 2012 icon at the top of the page.